The Great Fire of London in 1666 was a catastrophic conflagration that swept through the city of London, England, over several days, causing widespread destruction. One of the key milestones in the history of fire insurance occurred after the Great Fire of London in 1666. The fire destroyed a large part of the city, including numerous homes and businesses. Here are key details and historical facts about this historic event. The Great Fire of London began on September 2, 1666, in the bakeshop of Thomas Farriner on Pudding Lane. A small fire ignited in the shop, likely due to a combination of factors such as dry weather, strong winds, and a city filled with wooden buildings and tightly packed houses. The fire quickly spread and engulfed the wooden structures of medieval London. The tightly packed buildings, thatched roofs, and narrow streets contributed to the rapid advancement of the flames. Efforts to contain the fire. Initial firefighting efforts were hampered by the lack of a coordinated fire department. Firefighting in 17th-century London relied on volunteer crews and rudimentary equipment, such as leather buckets and primitive hand pumps. The Lord Mayor of London, Sir Thomas Bloodworth, initially dismissed the fire as insignificant, a decision that allowed it to grow unchecked. Despite the efforts of King Charles II, who ordered the creation of firebreaks by demolishing buildings to stop the fire's spread, the inferno continued to rage. Over the course of 4 days, the Great Fire of London consumed much of the city. It is estimated that around 87 churches, including St. Paul's Cathedral, and approximately 13,200 houses were destroyed. Thousands of Londoners were left homeless, and the economic impact was devastating, with numerous businesses and warehouses reduced to ashes. Remarkably, considering the scale of the disaster, the number of recorded fatalities was relatively low, officially recorded at just a few dozen lives lost. However, the actual death toll may have been higher due to incomplete records and the displacement of many residents. The Great Fire of London marked a turning point in the city's history. It led to a significant transformation of London's urban planning and architecture. The rebuilding efforts, directed by notable figures like Sir Christopher Wren, resulted in a more modern and structured city. Wren's design for a new St. Paul's Cathedral became one of the iconic landmarks of London. Building regulations were introduced to reduce the risk of future fires, including restrictions on the use of thatched roofs and the requirement to use brick and stone for construction. The Great Fire of London was a devastating event, but it ultimately led to improvements in fire safety, urban planning, and architecture. It served as a catalyst for the development of insurance and fire prevention measures and contributed to the London we know today. In the aftermath of the disaster, Nicholas Barban, a London physician and entrepreneur, established the first known fire insurance company, the Insurance Office for Houses. This company provided policies to protect against fire damage, marking the birth of the modern fire insurance industry.